Stop Russia! Stop the war!
Russia is a terrorist state.
Russia is a terrorist state!
Russia is a terrorist state.
Russia is a terrorist state!
Russia is a terrorist state.
Russia is a terrorist state!
More sanctions on Russia.
More sanctions on Russia!
More sanctions on Russia.
More sanctions on Russia!
More sanctions on Russia.
More sanctions on Russia!
These sanctions are an unbelievably important part of the pressure that needs to be put on the terrorist state who behaves as they please. Sometimes the Russophiles and the apologists claim that the poor people, that the innocent people are getting harmed by these sanctions. But my friends, what is the alternative except to put sanctions on the terrorist states who are acting as they please? What is the alternative? To simply invade them? To start wars with them? Sanctions are the only peaceful solution in this regard. But Russia never wanted peace. Russia has started this war because Russia thought they could end this war in 3 days by capturing Ukraine and killing every single Ukrainian who might not agree with their future, with their idea for the future for the Ukrainian people. Of course, who would want to live in a terrorist state in which they go to jail simply for admitting that there is a war going on right now? Something that, keep in mind, it's something that Putin has admitted himself. So by his own rules, Putin should go to jail. Of course, we have heard otherwise. Putin is spending his life in bunkers, not in jails, at least for now. But my friends, we must not forget about the main topic that we are here to cover: solutions. That is the main thing that we all need to discuss. That is the #1 priority for every single person on earth. Solutions for the war, solutions for the catastrophes that humanity is going through. And we have heard many of these solutions. You know, for example, Ames and Tommy here, the individuals who came with me to Speaker's Corner. We have heard many very interesting and usually unhinged individuals claim that the solution is for Ukraine to be neutral. Well, my friends, how can you be neutral when you're under attack? It's a little bit difficult to simply ask for neutrality when your enemy is relentless, when your enemy is trying to take over your land and exterminate your people. It's a little bit difficult to go for neutrality in a situation like that. So that's a gone cause. That's a solution that can never be implemented. What else could we do? We have heard a certain individual, a certain very uninformed individual, say that the Ukrainians should simply leave. They should walk away. Which is a very interesting idea. I would personally laugh if it weren't actually so tragic. Because to claim that the whole country can simply walk away, a country of 40 plus millions can simply walk away from the atrocities of another country, it's laughable. Where would they live? What would they eat? How would they survive? It's impossible. The Russian terrorist regime is weaponizing every single resource that they can weaponize. They have been weaponizing their language for generations now. Every single time any kind of country under the unfortunate Russian umbrella, the unfortunate Russian influence, every single time that one of these countries tries to look for some kind of sovereignty, some kind of liberation from the Russian influence, the Russians do one of two things. They either call them out on being racist or call them out on being Russophobic, which is basically the same thing if you ask me. But there are two different topics here. The Russians claim that their language is under attack, and the Russians claim that their ethnicity is under attack, which is a very interesting claim, considering that a large part of the Ukrainian military consists of ethnic Russians. It's a very interesting coincidence. I'm sure you'll agree. But of course, something as trivial as the truth has never stopped the Russian terrorist regime from claiming that they know better. And that is what we have to learn with. We have to learn that the Russian terrorist regime cannot be trusted, no matter what they say, no matter what they claim. And it's very easy to see that they cannot be trusted.